Hey, Pastor Josh here. We're reading Exodus chapter 6, verses 1 through 30, and you better hold on because you'll see God work. Hold on. God is about his business, he is about some work. You need to hold on because you will see God work. I really believe maybe not all of our problems are going to be solved. Actually, not maybe. All of your problems will not be solved, but God is going to work. God is going to give you blessings out of the midst of hardship. He's going to give you that peace that passes all understanding. There's a lot of good things, even in the midst of a lot of bad things that'll happen, even as we're waiting. So hold on. God is going to work, and we know for sure He will 100% take care of all of the problems at the very end. And in the big scheme of things, in all of your life, which will last for eternity, you're only here 70, 80, 90 years, but you're with the Lord forever and ever. God is going to work in our time here, and the troubles that we face are actually very small compared to the eternal joy that God has prepared for us. So hold on. You'll see God work. Let's jump into our reading. But the Lord said to Moses, "Now you shall see." Here's that attitude for us to adopt. God is going to work. Hold on. Now you shall see. Yes, you will see. The Israelites are going to see God work in a powerful way, delivering them from the slavery of the Egyptians. And you're going to see God work too. Look around and see. Wait and see. Hold on. God is going to work. Now you shall see what I will do to Pharaoh. For with a strong hand he will send them out, and with a strong hand he will drive them out of his land. Yes, God is going to oppress the Egyptians with the 10 plagues of Egypt, and Pharaoh is going to be so pressed down, so crushed by it, that he's going to drive the Israelites with a strong hand. Even though he's saying, no, you can't go at this point, he's actually going to beg for the Israelites to leave when they actually do leave with a strong hand. So when God moves, he moves in a strong way. Hold on. You're going to see God work. Verse 2, God spoke to Moses and said to him, "I am the Lord. I appeared to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob as God Almighty. But by my name, the Lord, I did not make myself known to them. They didn't know me as I am who I am, but you do. The Israelites do. You will know me as Yahweh, as Jehovah, as the Lord. I also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan, the land in which they lived as sojourners. Yes, I promised them that promised land, and you all are going to get to be the recipients of that promise." Verse 5, moreover, I have heard the groaning of the people of Israel, whom the Egyptians sold or hold as slaves, and I have remembered my covenant. Always remember that the Lord hears your groanings and hears your prayers. He always does, and he will remember his covenant. He will move. Hold on, God. You will see God work. Verse 6, say therefore. So God has told Moses, I'm going to free you all. You're going to be free. And since you're going to be free, you need to tell the people of Israel that they will be free. Say therefore. And that's the command for us today. We have the New Testament command to proclaim the gospel of Jesus Christ. We get to proclaim the time of the Lord's favor, that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. We get to proclaim the goodness of God. And that's a command for us today. Just like God told Moses, you better tell the Israelites they're going to be free. We get to tell everybody that they can be free if they trust in Jesus Christ. So, excuse me, say therefore to the people of Israel, I am the Lord. I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. I will deliver you from slavery to them, and I will redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great acts of judgment. Man, I'm going to move in a powerful way. What a wonderful thing. Hold on. You will see God work. Verse 7, I will take you to be my people. What a wonderful promise here. God is telling the Israelites, you're going to be my people, and I will be your God. And you shall know that I am the Lord your God, who has brought you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians. I will bring you into the land that I swore to give to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. I will give it to you for a possession. What a wonderful promise. These same promises are for us, that God will be our people, that God will be our God. We see that at the end of Revelation, our eternal home is God will be with us. Emmanuel, he will be with us. He will live with us. Verse 8, I will bring you into the land. We have a Zion we are going to, right? The heavenly Zion in the presence of the Lord. I will give it to you for a possession. The Lord will be our possession forever. And those promises are for us as well. God is promising to the Israelites that he will be their God and he will bring them to a special land, a special place. And that promise is for us as well. He will be our God and he will bring us to himself and he will bring us ultimately to our heavenly home. Or if Christ comes back before we die, then heaven will come down on earth as Jesus returns. I am the Lord. This is going to happen, he says. Verse 9, Moses spoke thus to the people of Israel, but they did not listen to Moses. A sin for us to avoid. How many times do you not listen to the Lord? You don't trust his promises or believe that he's going to. Hold on and you will see God work. Look for him to work. Don't be someone that will not listen. Be someone that is listening to the Lord and being sensitive to his leading. They did not listen to Moses. Why? Because of their broken spirit and harsh slavery. This is a reality for us, is that when life gets us down, when things go in the wrong direction, when we feel the brokenness of this world, oh, it can break our spirits. And in our brokenness, we don't even hear the Lord. We don't hear the sweet promises. Oh, you're going to get out of here. We forget about it. We get so absorbed in our problems that we forget to hear the promise. What a joy they missed out on. They're broken from their harsh slavery. Verse 10. So the Lord said to Moses, go in. They're broken. They're so brokenhearted. Notice the Lord doesn't really reprimand them. He's like, let's go in and let's free them. And that's what the Lord has for you too. If you feel broken down by life circumstances, God is wanting to come in. He's wanting to bring you Christian friends and family. He's wanting to go in and tell you this good news and this hope that there is a peace that passes all understanding, and there's a secret, special communion you can have with God in all of your circumstances. Go in, tell Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to let the people of Israel go out of his land. It's time to proclaim that the people of Israel are free. But Moses said to the Lord, behold, the people of Israel have not listened to me. How then shall Pharaoh listen to me? My own people aren't. Your people aren't listening to you. Why would Pharaoh listen to me? For I am of uncircumcised lips. But the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron and gave them a charge about the people of Israel and about Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to bring the people of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Again, we see Moses giving excuses and saying, I can't do this. But the Lord saying, no, go in there. You've got to do it. He gave them a charge. He said, you get in there and tell them that they're going to be free. We have to keep proclaiming the gospel. We have to keep proclaiming that all of this is going to end well at some time. We have to keep proclaiming that there's a special peace and joy that we get to experience in the hardest of times. We have to keep proclaiming that to each other. That's why we get together on Sundays. We remember what Jesus did for us and we'll proclaim the gospel to ourselves. Now we've come into a genealogy, the genealogy of Moses and Aaron. This is where we see where Aaron and Moses come from. They come from the tribe of Levi. Now, I'm going to butcher and mispronounce many of these names. So you may want to get you a good audio Bible app to get these names pronounced correctly. But there's a couple highlights that I want to show. And in particular, the reason Moses is including it here in Exodus is because we need to know the priestly line. We need to know where the Levites and the priests are going to come from, and most specifically, Moses and Aaron. Both Moses and Aaron are coming from the priestly line of Kohath. They're coming from the priests that will serve in the temple, the priests of Levi. So let's get into it. These are the heads of their fathers' houses. The son of Reuben, that's the oldest, the firstborn of Israel, Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. These are the clans of Reuben. The sons of Simeon, Jemuel, Jamin, Ohad, Jachin, Zohar, and Shaul, the son of a Canaanite woman. Here is this is given us mentioning that there's an outsider here, that this son, Shaul, was from a Canaanite woman. reminding the people of Israel that they need to make sure that they do not let outside gods influence them. Indeed, they're getting ready to go into the land of Canaanites, and they are going to take over that land. And part of the reason all these bad things are going to happen is because the Canaanites have continually refused to submit to the great God of the universe, to Yahweh. These are the clans of Simeon. Now we get into Levi, which is the whole point. So it's almost like they they begin the genealogy, and then we cut it here and we go back into the story of the Exodus. Verse 16, these are the names of the sons of Levi. These will be the folks that will serve in the temple. That's why the third book of the Bible is called the book of Leviticus, because this is the book specifically to the tribe of Levite, those that are going to be serving in the temple. And we know the high priest comes from this tribe. So these are the names of the sons of Levi according to the generations. These will be three important names for you to remember when we get to the book of Leviticus: Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. These three sub-tribes, or these three clans of the tribe of Levi, will have particular tasks in the temple, particular things that they're going to do even as the temple is moved. Because if you remember, it's a tent. And so they have to take down the tent, put it back up, take it down, put it back up. And Gershon, Kohath, and Merari have particular tasks that they're supposed to do as the temple moves. So the years of the Levi being 137 years. Verse 17, the sons of Gershon, Libni, Shimni, by their clans. The sons of Kohath. So now we've come to the clan from which Aaron and Moses come from. Amram, who's going to be Moses and Aaron's daddy. Ishar, Hebron, and Uziel, the years of the life of Kohath being 133. The sons of Merari, Mahu, and Mushi. These are the clans of the Levites according to their generations. Now we're talking about Aaron and Moses' dad. Amram took as his wife Jochebed. So now we know Moses' mommy is Jochebed, his father's sister, and she bore him Aaron and Moses. The years of the life of Amram being 137 years. The sons of Izhar, Korah, Nepheg, and Zikri. The sons of Uziel, Mishael, Elzaphan, and Zithri. Aaron took as his wife Elsheba, the daughter of Aminadab and the sister of Nahshon. Now, I highlighted this one because this is important. Aaron's wife was the daughter of Aminadab. Aminadab was one of the ancestors of Judah. Nahshon is going to be the priest, is going to be the leader of the tribe of Judah. Now, those of you that know, Jesus comes from the line of Judah and comes from Nahshon. Nahshon, just for you Bible nerds, Nahshon has Salmon. Salmon has Boaz. Boaz marries Ruth. You remember that? I think that's right. Yes, that's right. Nahshon has Salmon. Salmon has Boaz, and Boaz marries Ruth. So maybe that puts a little bit of these connections together. And Aaron, the first high priest, married the sister of Nahshon. So you have the leader, as the Israelites are going out of Egypt, the leader of the tribe of Judah. And Judah is the one leading everybody. So Nahshon is leading the Israelites as they go into the promised land. Nahshon is, and his sister married Aaron, who is the high priest of Israel. So interesting. Again, that's for you Bible nerds. But she bore him Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are going to become important too as we go on. These are the sons of Aaron, who some of them should become the high priest. Nadab and Abihu do not listen to the Lord, and they end up getting burnt up with fire because they were not worshiping the Lord correctly. We'll get to that story as time goes on. Eleazar and Ithamar then have to carry the load of the high priest's jobs. Sons of Korah, Aser, Elkanah, Abisaph, and these are the clans of the Kohathites, or Korahites. Eleazar, Aaron's son, took as his wife one of the daughters of Putiel, and she bore him Phinehas. And Phinehas made sure that he stood firm for the things of God. We have a story of that in the Pentateuch as we continue to go on. These are the heads of the fathers' houses of the Levites by their clans. Verse 26, these are the Aaron and Moses to whom the Lord said, bring out the people. Again, hold on, you will see the Lord work. We are commanded as a Christian church and a Christian community to proclaim the Lord's favor, to proclaim whosoever shall come call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Bring out the people of Israel from the land of Egypt by their hosts. It was they who spoke to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, about bringing out the people of Israel from Egypt, this Moses and this Aaron. On the day when the Lord spoke to Moses in the land of Egypt, the Lord said to Moses, I am the Lord. Tell Pharaoh, king of Egypt, all that I say to you. But Moses said to the Lord, behold, I am of uncircumcised lips. How will Pharaoh listen to me? Well, he's going to see the mighty hand of God. I pray that's been a blessing to you. A bit long today, but I'll see you all in the next video.